Alright, hopping back into Legends of Runeterra with the newest expansion, which saw 3 new champions and a bunch of their followers enter the game, so we're going to play through, or play with all of them today. The first deck we're trying actually has 2 of those 3 new champions, and once I explain the mechanics, you can see why I felt they would work pretty well together in a deck. So, first things first, let's talk about Kaisa and the Evolve mechanic. So as it says, Evolve is a new positive keyword that says, I have +2/+2 once you've given or summoned allies with 6+ other positive keywords this game. So Evolve cards want to see us play a wide variety of different keywords to enable the cards. Kaisa herself will level up once we evolve, and then of course because of the Evolve keyword, she'll be a 6/6. She deals 1 every time she attacks for every positive keyword she has, and to help give her positive keyword, she creates this card Second Skin that basically lets you copy another ally's keywords and grant them to her. So other Evolve cards that we have in the deck here, Void Blaster could be a 6/6 Overwhelm for 4. We have a potential 5/2 Spell Shield for 2. We have this new 1-drop Voidling that gets a random keyword every round while in hand. So this can help us find unique keywords we're missing to help enable Evolve. But in addition to those cards, we have Evelynn and her followers here that help us evolve a little bit more consistently. So the new mechanic these cards are all associated with, it refers to these husks. Husks are, and I don't know that there's any real way for me to show them. There actually might be, if you want to bear with me for 1 second. Isn't there a way to, yeah, here we go. Husks are these created cards. They're all 1 mana 0/1s that have immobile, so they cannot attack or block. But they all have a unique random keyword. Well, they all have a unique keyword associated with them. So the random husks that are generated could be one of any of these 10. And as they all have this ability that says, when you play an ally, kill me to grant it my stats and positive keywords. So whatever ally you play, it's going to get +1 defense and that keyword. So Evelynn creates them when she comes into play, and at the end of every round, a lot of her followers, or all of her followers, I guess, that we're playing, create them when they come into play. And just to be clear, the way the mechanic works is they are summoned, and then the random husk is summoned. It's not summoned, and then they immediately eat it and get the keyword. So, yeah, we have things like this Sulter and Vora that are just like vanilla, you know, units that create husks. Go more up to the top end here, Steam. Scout, which is a good keyword because it's not one of the ones that is randomly generated. And in fact, if I understand correctly, Scout is no longer a random keyword that can be generated at all from effects that say so. So having a reliable way to get what's guaranteed to be a unique keyword when it comes down is great. Plus Scout coming down, getting a random keyword, you know, something like Overwhelm or Elusive or Fear, or excuse me, Spell Shield or Elusive can be great. Going back to looking at the Evolve cards here, at the very top end we have this Void Abomination, 8 mana, but likely coming down because of the Evolve keyword as a 7/6 that gets all positive keywords that you've ever played or granted throughout the game, and will continue to gain new ones as you play them out. So very possible to make this a big scary threat that can end games almost on its own. And yeah, I mean, that's basically the deck. We're playing a lot of new cards. Naturally, want to try out all the new synergies, and yeah, just a few smattering of other old cards that I thought would be a good mix along with the new. Other cards we didn't talk about, we'll go through quickly. Void Seeker, deal 1 to a follower, deal 3 if you evolve. Allure just creates a random husk with an extra attack. Hate Spike's an interesting card. 2 mana, deal 2, but you have to kill an ally, then you summon a husk. So oftentimes in our deck, it's probably just sacrificing a husk we don't need and hoping to reroll into another one. Or we just, you know, sacrifice a unit that's dying anyway to generate a little bit value off of it. Anyway, I just tried to pick a mix of cards I thought would work well together. We'll probably adjust as we go. But enough rambling. Let's just jump into some games and see if we can do some cool stuff with our new champions. All of these are quite expensive. I think I'm gonna dump them. They could be more aggressively slanted. It's tough to say. I don't know that I want the Void Seeker in my opener. I think I'm fine re-rolling all this. I might be incorrect. I might want to keep the Vora, but I feel like we have a fair bit of 2-drops in the deck to find. Okay, I mean, a Void Abomination is not great, but I mean, stuff to play early is good. I have a full playset of Ruinous Path in this deck since oftentimes we're slaying units just by playing things out because the husks are dying. And then I'm tempted to block here.
Warm your body, warm your soul.
Alright, well, regen's not great on the Bethesda Elder. Not much else to do with our mana, though, huh? I guess she is getting some health points now, so it's like not the worst. So now we've gotten 3 out of 6 keywords towards evolve: spell shield, regeneration, and impact.
They need time.
So I'm not gonna throw our 4/3 spell shield into their 5/1. Our boy over here blocks that just fine. I'm also wondering if I should even offer like dealing the 1 damage there. I think so, because we have hate spikes in our deck. They're probably not going to take the bait, but it's just a free point of damage. Probably just building up this turn. We have 4 mana though. Maybe I'll allure, play another Elder, turn it into a 4/2 with spell shield plus whatever random thing we get off of this. Challenger would be nice to deal with this before it gets too big. If they're passing here, I'm just gonna pass back, I think. Not drawing super well. I don't really want to put all our eggs in one basket, but I kind of want something else.
I was born in Belzeth. I cannot leave.
Let the bloodshed begin.
I'm actually going to start by passing. They might be looking to pop. Well, maybe I'm just supposed to attack then. They could pop. No, it doesn't matter. They could pop Spell Shield with the Blade's Edge and then spend the rest of the mana doing something.
It's just an risk.
Because she's no longer spell shielded, maybe I just throw her away. See if they block. They're probably not blocking.
I must fight.
Are you quite done?
I'm just gonna do this as a redraw. Don't have much else going for us right now.
They're afraid.
So quick attack is one of the keywords we're missing.
They'll never know what killed.
the upper hand.
Sure. So, how do we want to play this? We're missing Overwhelm and whatchamacallit.
Amy, I told you to leave!
And leave all these wasters to you? No way!
There's an Evelynn a little late.
Friend or foe, answer me!
Friend, I'm here to help. We have something the Void will never understand. Me.
Now, unfortunately, they do get to potentially start stunning our stuff. They'll need to do it proactively, though. Or I can grant Kaisa Spell Shield. Yeah.
Underestimate. I dare you.
Time! They need time!
Adapting my methods.
You cannot win.
Want to see these moves up close?
They might have a combat trick for that one.
Oh, it's on.
I see every move.
Want to see these moves up close? Oh, it's on.
Okay.
You cannot win. A misstep.
We'll ruin his path since we have the extra mana. We might drop the Void Abomination next round.
Now who's got the upper hand?
When you gain the attack token. Okay, that's
Only
good.
purpose to fall.
Good to know. Oh, I don't know. Probably.
Pick on some of your own speed.
Yeah! I know that look.
Block this now before we miss the opportunity due to
No going back.
Underestimate me. I dare you.
Destiny waits.
Mm.
You are coming with me.
Maybe exactly lethal.
Losing is okay. Giving up isn't.
Hello. Yeah, I don't know how we beat something. If something's going a little bit bigger than we are like that, it's going to be tough to beat them. I suppose if we had gotten one of our Void Blasters to kill that 11-3, that would have been something. We too many allures, not enough actual troops. Augment. Augment's not one that you can normally get, so I might just play that out. Yeah, that's why they're playing out the challenger. They want to eat this. I'm totally fine with that.
Ain't no shadows in here, friend. Warm your body, warm your soul. I know a place. Tough day, friend.
I think we're just gonna curve out here, but we'll see. Spell shield on domination is pretty good.
You finished the last group already? Fragile ball.
You are nothing. Worthless. Impressive.
Okay, they might trade here to prevent us from getting a good challenger. They did not. Okay. Now our Evelynn can start eating some of their stuff.
You must have heard the screaming. I'm starting to get jealous. Mind if I slip into something a little more painful?
Only 2 out of 6 husks killed, but we're gonna keep getting more and more and more.
I love it when they scream.
Maybe I'm just supposed to take these out while I have the chance.
That was hot.
Don't waste my time.
Oh, we're definitely playing Evelynn. Quick attack is one of the 6 keywords we're missing. Then I can play Steam actually.
Your own damn medicine.
Kaisa, does that suit come off? No. Time to eat.
This is gonna sting.
That's it.
Impressive. I know what they are. I know how to destroy them.
Back on the prowl.
Ooh, what's better? Spell Shield and Overwhelm's pretty darn good. Kind of want to do Steam, but Steam, we're far away from beating them with that anyway. I guess I could give her Fury.
The suit's a quick study. Come on!
Oh, but I want her. She's got Challenger, so I want her to do stuff too.
Oh, my sweet. I do love watching you work.
So do my victims. At least at the start.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Hit and move.
We have thingies for that. I'm probably just gonna go with this.
Time to burn you away.
Scream for me. Don't waste my time.
Another spell shield on my scout unit. Sounds nice. Especially if I can grant it that stuff.
They'll keep retreating, and we'll keep pushing.
Man, this thing's... doesn't like you clicking that button rapidly. Even in AI games when I was messing around, making sure I understood how the new mechanics worked, just like matchmaking failed, matchmaking failed, matchmaking failed. Okay, I thought about this as a cool region combination for Gwen, but then I figured it would just be a worse version of the Viego deck, but hey, if you just throw all of them together, it's still a worse version. I'd be interested to see if Gwen actually adds anything meaningful to the... I could see the hollowed units doing that, but I don't know if you... I don't know if Viego's right for this list, but we'll see.
Please, make yourself right at home. Ain't no shadows in here, friend.
That's not bad. Does mean I can block this guy with her and not lose, not trade unless they have a combat trick.
This group already? Fragile bones.
You can feel the anticipation in the air.
Might just go with this guy then. I don't want to give these guys keywords if I can avoid it.
Back off me, girl. I'll get you fed.
So Kaisa's gonna give us the quick attack we're missing. And, I mean, sure. Okay, so we've evolved once we play the Kaisa. Which is pretty good. Now the question is, do they have what I think they have? I might actually just pass then. Because if they trade these with, or even they could trade that with, whatchamacallit, then I'm not happy. Because then one of their first units attacks for a little bit higher, which can be annoying.
Join us.
blood. But I ain't saying no to help. I'm gonna do what I can, but you need to run.
They could have
I know
vengeance,
what they are. I know how to destroy them.
but if you know, if they're missing it, then we can at least.
She waits for me beyond the mist, my queen.
Okay. I'm sorry, what is killing a husk not considered slaying? What is the wording on those things? Kill me to grant it my stats and keywords. Okay.
Never satisfied.
Oh, okay.
Can't hide.
That's... Is that indicative of them having another one in hand? Because I think that's a... That is not a great use of that card, in my opinion.
Time to burn you away.
Refreshments.
Refreshments.
Command you.
What a strange, wonderful world. This tune, it reminds me of home.
It's close. He's gonna be leveled up, isn't he?
A waltz for the lady. I know just the piece.
How did you know I love to dance?
Maybe I'm not supposed to play that.
3.
Nothing to fear.
Tough day, friend?
Yeah, he levels up either way, right? I think he does. I think that's how that works.
Sir.
So he gets to take this thing then? Yeah. Challenger? Nah.
Losing is okay. Giving up isn't.
Yeah, I don't really think the... I don't really see... The hollowed units seem fine with Viego. I'm not really sure you want Gwen too, but maybe the deck has plenty of room for her. Of that to start. This card is particularly... This card I'm wary about. I put it in the deck because it's new, but I'm fairly certain it's not going to be worth it long term just because of the fact that it hits followers only, which is really, really weak.
You are nothing. Worthless. Impress me.
He says as he's about to kill a pretty good follower.
Warm your body, warm your soul.
They don't kill that, that'd be nice. Challenger Fury.
Hoping you stop by. She's been listening.
Has she? Maybe I'll satisfy her cravings. See what's beneath while I see what's inside.
We'll kill any unit they play, but if they pass, we'll just pass back. Because I don't think getting 6 damage in or 7 damage in is actually as good as just tempoing them for 4 mana.
Gotta find a gift for an action, right, Arda?
That's it.
Unfortunately...
Back on the prowl.
We don't really need quick attack on thingy. That's kind of
Out
nice.
here, you're moving or you're dead.
I mean, we have a backup, so I guess it's not the worst. It's unfortunate she won't... There's no way for us to stop her from dying.
If I can save a life, I must.
Playtime.
Oh, that's true. We just do this and then she at least trades. Oh, that's cool. She's transformed in hand now. Yo, that's kind of cool. But when you
I should stamp you out like the insect you are.
Plenty of fire to go around. Let's hoping you'd stop by. She's been missing you.
Has she? Maybe I'll satisfy her cravings. Mind if I slip into something a little more painful?
I was born in Velvet. I cannot leave. I must fight. Time. They need time.
Elusive would be annoying, so maybe that's not worth it, but just do it anyway. No fair. I'm not getting it as many unique keywords.
Will never understand. Me.
Maybe this will give it to us.
Was hoping you'd stop by. She's been missing you.
Has she? Maybe I'll satisfy her.
Ah, she doesn't have that same text when she's... Okay, had I known that, I probably would have played her out last round.
That's it. Don't waste my time.
Did they accidentally pass? They did. Okay. Cool. We take those.
Friend or foe, answer me.
Friend, I'm here to help. Their every move just makes me stronger. Another way to fight, I'll give you that. Hey, if you can't beat them, shoot them with their own crap.
You've evolved. Well, I guess...
I'm learning. It's too late. You can't stop them.
No, but I can help save my people.
Come on! Time to burn you away.
Shut up and scream.
I've got eyes. Wrong town, waster.
Yeah, I don't care.
Was hoping you'd stop by.
Yeah, that's a bit of problematic. That's one of the reasons I considered putting this card in our deck as well, which I might throw away those Void Blasters or whatever they're called, Void Seekers, for that. And not amazing top decks either.
Ready for a little splish splash steam?
Always, Eve. You know that.
Don't waste my time.
This might let us win the game.
The suit's a quick study.
Impress me.
Sink or scream.
Maybe? What are the chances they have an attack combat trick in their deck? Should I be blocking with her?
They know what's coming. They can't hide from the light. Crawl.
Question is, do we die if we don't? She's got Scout, huh? What combat trick could they have?
Back in your you a hole.
No fear. Yeah, the stasis statues. I have a negate in here too to help protect. So maybe like a couple of stasis statues in addition would be okay. The thing is, most of the time, protecting individual units is easy because there's so many ways of spell shielding our stuff.
That was hot. Scream for me.
They could still have hate spike
Scream.
take us out, which would be unfortunate.
Adapting my methods. Hit and move. Time to burn you away.
I guess that's what I should have considered as hate spike.
A small victory is a victory all the same. Good work.
Yeah, my mistake that game was not using all of my mana that one turn where they just started playing out a bunch of their champions. I should have just done the same. I should have gotten the Evelynn out on the field immediately to start generating value. Even if I thought that it would have summoned a Husk like I originally did, I still should have just done it. Should have played her out immediately. Pardon me. Spend all our mana. It'll be interesting to see how if that ends up being the best way of playing either of these champions. Because I have another deck that's purely Kaisa focused and leaning into Shadow Isles as the second they have bombs, they have other things that could take us out. I don't know. I don't 100% know what they're doing. It's probably some weirdo combo deck, if I had to guess. Might wait on this. Can make it at least a 2/2. Okay, well that's easy. Glad we waited on that. Lifesteal's pretty darn good though.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you. Pick on some of your own speed.
I think I'm just supposed to run this out.
Like the insect you are.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Oh, I wouldn't dare.
You're gonna Take your own damn medicine.
The forest surrounds us.
Just 7, huh?
Gonna watch you melt.
They could have double whatchamacallit here. I'm just gonna say no.
Underestimate. I dare you.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Figured you want in on the action.
I don't, but I must help the others.
So next time we can play Scout, and if this Husk hits something unique, we can evolve. What am I sacrificing, though, is the case? I don't want to sacrifice any of my evolutions. If they try to kill her, then that'd be ideal.
This is gonna sting.
Do I want to play? I don't know if I want to do that one.
Want to see these moves up close?
It's worth trying. They could easily have like a Nopify for this. Yeah.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Can't hold on.
Honestly, the most tilting thing about that was the fact that we lost our Husk. Well, that's pretty good plays.
A whisper in the woods.
You will speak when I allow you.
Two steps into moonlight.
They risk the evolution if they don't.
Not my fist.
Impress me.
The forest
Oh well.
surrounds us.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Getting the abomination down pretty good.
This is my domain, Steam. Leave.
Nah, think I'll stay. You're all welcome.
Not blocking with the ephemeral thing? Oh, alright.
Don't waste my time.
Well, that's annoying.
Fayemi, I told you to leave!
And leave all these wasters to you? No way!
Or scream.
That was a pretty boring game. Yeah, I really think Void Seeker needs to hit champions too. Otherwise, it just doesn't scale up well enough, I think, for it to be a worthwhile inclusion. The fact that you can't even tag those 1-mana 1/1 shitters, you know, like Teemo and Zoe in the early game, kind of stinks. I'll save this for when it's like a absolutely can't get it anywhere kind of keyword, I think. I thought about including this card because Fearsome Lurk is like a lot of keywords in one thing, but I don't know if it's worth it. Like, is this a one of in their deck? Is it a multi? Impact.
I know a place. Busy tonight.
I'm just gonna save my mana. Was thinking about killing this guy to kill her, but well, now that that's happening. Nice redundancy. Would you like Spell Shield, or would you like Spell Shield? I mean, they still get +1 defense, but
Don't worry, it's not my first time. Another plaything. Mind if I slip into something a little more painful?
Hoping you'd stop by. She's been missing you.
So now their attack isn't even that good because I have regen.
See what's beneath while I see what's inside. Scream for me. Let's keep going. I want more.
Someone good, please. Man. Maybe I should have drawn last turn. They also don't have a very good
Lights out. Where's your lively?
I'm gonna play this before we get more
Waiting on
husks.
her meal, ma'am. Best get to it.
Harder. Okay.
This is still a free attack. More or less. I guess they could have the +2 damage. That's true, I didn't consider that, but we have a backup Evelynn anyway.
Where's your lively better half, love?
Waiting on her meal, ma'am. Best get to it.
Wait, this whatever, it replaces itself. It doesn't make sense that killing husks doesn't count as slaying to me. I guess because they're killing themselves, kind of? I don't know.
That was hot. Back on the prowl.
Yikes. Alright, maybe I should just be using these then, because we're not getting much else.
Laura, looking for satisfaction?
I'm not gonna not use my mana, so... Because honestly, if I pass, they should just pass back.
I love it when they scream.
What do we think? They have the combat trick, or do they not? Oh, fearsome.
Don't be shy. Ready for a little splish splash steam?
Always here. You know that.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
That's it. That was hot.
They're all welcome. Never satisfied.
Tough day, friend?
If they don't want to spend their mana, I'm fine with that.
That was hot.
The fact that it's elusive is very scary. So we might have to hope to high roll that. Oh, we don't have room. So we're dead. 5, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, they have exactly lethal. That sucks.
Once again, the woman's left unsatisfied.
That's how those games are gonna go a lot of the time, I suspect. Whoever gets the better keywords. Oh, for fuck's sakes, game. Just take a second. And let the timer go, and then... Actually, what are we doing? We've been playing this game for an hour. What do we want to change? The lack of card advantage does feel kind of bad, and I've noticed a lot of people playing the draw to landmark, which is something I considered, but I just figured it was a kind of slow ruinous path. Kinda does this. I don't know how great if this is not going to trigger just from eating husks, I don't know how great it's going to be. So I said this one hasn't felt as good. Void Seekers felt eh. Kind of just want, yeah, maybe a couple of those landmarks and then a third exhaust maybe. More steam could be okay. Scout's a pretty good keyword. Maybe we don't need 3 of these and I can fit other stuff, because we already have quite a few units. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut the Ruinous Paths and put in... What's that landmark called? It's been so long. No, not you. Reservarium, that's it. Problem is, it also takes up space on in your back row while you're trying to load up with husks too. We saw our opponent kind of have problems with that, which was awkward. Yeah, I don't know. It's more a proactive play. Does not get played with spell mana though. That's the other thing. Goes away in 2 turns, so if I could just time it correctly. I guess we'll give him a shot. What was the other one I said? Third exhaust. Other thing is we could look at stuff in our colors and decide if they're worth playing just to get more keywords. Like we saw our opponent doing that with that one. I don't know how good that really is, though. In theory, our Voidlings could get Lurk, and they often find stuff that's a little bit better. Let's just try this. The Ruinous Path have felt kind of a little awkward. And if people are going to be a little bit more... If people are playing a little slower and drawing more cards, then we're at a disadvantage in that way. We could also run some number of that 1 3-mana spell that says disable positive keywords for when we don't get ones that are as good, but that seems kind of loose as well. Okay, interesting combo. I don't think we want 2 Voidlings in the opener. I wouldn't mind an exhaust, though. Do I want the Voidlings at all with exhaust? We want better attackers, I think, right? Want something to pair with this so that this gets a keyword, and then maybe we exhaust, kill a Zed without losing our Vora. I guess that technically qualifies. Well, now I'd be tempted to play that first, but we're not going to.
But a joyous one.
Another guest. Wonderful.
I'm just gonna let it go.
I live to serve.
A lot of damage, but... I think I just want Evelynn to have more keywords, so we're going to save Allure for the following turn.
The dark beckons.
I think I'm okay with eating this. I'll block this if they offer the trade. That's unfortunate.
That's my Vora. See what's beneath while I see what's inside.
Welcome, one and all, to the Midnight Rebel!
Shut up and scream. That's it.
Pitiful keywords so far, unfortunately, but... Ooh, okay. Fearsome impacts, lifesteal. She could also get quick attack, but we don't have the exhaust up, which I think is going to be important. So maybe... Could play you, but giving those keywords to hers doesn't seem as great.
Take the children to safety, now!
Lights out.
The party never ends, nor its spillage.
Could exhaust this. And then just attack? Nah, that seems silly. Because I don't want to lose this.
The waiting. Is this what agony feels like? I love it when they scream.
This might be a bit greedy. They could have a couple ways to pump this up, because I kind of want Spell Shield to copy on a Kaisa. Yeah.
Save the children.
I am the blade
Yeah,
in the darkness.
that's the other thing I was afraid of.
Time to die.
I mean, it is what it is. They have it, they have it.
There's still time. There has to be. We have something the Void will never understand. Me.
Maybe I'm supposed to just not even attack last round because of fear of them playing out a Zed.
Make yourself right at home.
No, that's not gonna do it, I don't think.
You are nothing. Worthless. Impress me.
Yikes. And I got a homecoming. Yeah. GG. Probably just shouldn't have attacked last turn. But then what? Then they just play their Zed out the next turn and attack, so it doesn't really matter. And then we don't get value off of our units doing their thing. Cancel. Yeah. Maybe I'm just not... No, it didn't matter. That didn't matter either. Eh, maybe it did. Maybe I'm not supposed to vulnerable the other dude. Just push damage. That seems kind of loose, though. Who you? Yeah, this, it's gonna take a while to figure out what's a good mix of cards in this. Like I said, it might actually not even be with Evelynn. But I want to try it, the combination, obviously, because they're very fun. Two new and fun champions.
Plenty of fives go around.
Okay.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Unfortunate.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Awkward. I'm gonna pass the start.
Blood for Noxus.
Yeah.
Tough day, friend.
I don't want them to Blade's Edge this in response, so... But now they could just Blade's Edge... Okay, never mind. They could have just Blade's Edged whatever was the better husk between the two. I think I'll just play this, actually. Augment, huh? Fury doesn't do much on her either, though.
I should stamp you out like the insect you are. Don't waste my time.
Ooh, that could actually work with this guy. Oh, well no, we won't have thingy.
Impressive.
We are at the threshold of something great.
Deal.
Our purpose calls to us. We cannot turn away. It's done.
Okay.
Here's our chance.
Give me
a little puncture and a lot of pain. Fang's turn.
If I can save a life, I must.
Try to keep up.
never satisfied.
Guess I'll block. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, no, we already have overwhelm, so that doesn't do anything. Maybe we can find something unique off of this and start putting on pressure. I think that's new. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and do this.
And leave all these wasters to you? No way!
But now they're just gonna stun everything we have. And then I'm forced to chump block these things to not die, and then... Maybe, well, maybe between the scout and then this thing, we can win then.
Now who's got the upper hand?
You like spiders?
Sure.
Pick on some of your own speed.
Hey, I'm right here.
I'm just gonna go ahead and let it happen.
Save the children.
How about we live a little?
Now they're gonna rally, and then we die. Oh, no.
Want to see these moves up close?
Maybe I'm supposed to exhaust, grab this thing, just in... Okay, I guess not. Play maybe one or two more matches with this. I'm getting kind of bored of it. I have to put this deck back to the drawing boards. Think about it a little bit further. Maybe focus on the Kaisa Shadow Isles build that I have, because I don't feel like I'm making very many meaningful decisions a lot of the time. Just kind of hoping that the random keywords work out, which is kind of what I feared. This would be like when I first saw it. But damn it, if the animations and artwork didn't look super fun. I'm sure we're about to just get completely decimated by faded units and combat tricks that we have trouble interacting with because our stuff is just so expensive. And it takes us far longer to build up than it does our opponents.
I was born in Velvet. I cannot leave.
I'm gonna save these two for her. Oh no, we can't play both. Yeah, so it's like I could try to hook that, kill it. It's not gonna work. So guess I could always hate Spike. Sacking this might be worth it. That might not be enough to stop him though, depending on what he has. But it might be worth a go. It might be worth a go. Okay, I don't think that was... Now I'm definitely gonna exhaust.
I must fight.
This is awkward too.
By my spear, the gods will no war.
Don't worry, it's not my first time. See what's beneath while I see what's inside.
They will know.
Scream for me.
Come on, something playable.
Let's keep going.
Maybe not. Something big that's playable? Oof. Now the question is, do I wait on this scout? Probably not, because like I don't want to lose these and then does it? There's no way to know how many I've killed, right? It's just been fewer than 6 allies have 6 allies. Okay.
Ready for a little splish splash scene?
Always, Eve. You know that.
Playtime.
Are you ready to destroy?
That is so tilting. Oh man. Bruh.
That's it.
I guess if I was thinking about this card, I wouldn't have used a lure. Jesus, that's rough.
I love it when they scream.
Fuck, man.
Laura, looking for satisfaction?
Yes, Evelynn.
There's still time. They head through. Their every move just makes me stronger.
Harder. Okay.
I've got eyes.
Please, move.
I cannot turn back.
You're almost there. Scream for me.
Okay, Kaisa of our own or Abomination, please.
Are you ready to destroy a demon?
That seems loose, considering... Oh, they needed to level him. Gotcha.
Demons! They all must die.
If I can save a life, I must.
Too weak to kill Pantheon, though.
Shut up and scream.
Abomination, give me that abomination. Ooh, a challenger now too? Well, that doesn't quite do it.
Ready for a little splish splash steam?
Always, Eve. You know that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done with this deck.
I thought you knew what you were doing.
Fun, interesting new concept, but it's just doesn't seem particularly strong. Getting my butt kicked constantly gets boring after a while. I'll take another look at it. Man, yeah, I don't even know where you'd begin to try to fix it. Could see just cutting certain things we don't need a ton of. Like, honestly, I don't even know if all of these units... 2 of everything means we have a good shot of hitting keywords we're missing, but then you still want a critical mass of husks so you can get what remains. But then being in Shurima, like, there's not a lot of... What do we have that I'm forgetting about that helps us deal with bigger threats? Can we stun anything? No. There's nothing that actually kills. This is only followers. And we don't have a ton of ways of triggering that reliably, so no. This one's kind of expensive and bad for what it is, just like the other one. Just like this thing that we're running. For the same reasons. It doesn't hit... This technically hits champions, but dealing 2 for 4 is abysmal. Because that's the key thing I'm finding here. We're lacking removal. And the other problem is that... The other thing, like, our linear game plan is not fast enough to get under what other decks are doing. And then we don't have good tools to actually make the game go long and control the board and wait for our critical threats to come online. And then when we do find them, we don't have great ways of protecting them. Because even though, yeah, sure, you know, this is like a fine protection spell and all, but it's slow. Like, we still lose our attack turn. Our turn attacking with that unit, so it doesn't really help. like we have a lot of ways of getting spell shield as well on our individual units, so like that's good enough, or it should be good enough again, because otherwise we're getting tempoed. I mean, this doesn't do enough because like spell shield is a key thing that we run into on other big threats. So like maybe it's okay, like in addition to other things, but like the fact that we have the 2-for-1 stuff doesn't feel great. Yeah, like things like Allure, all these other things, like they're just such low power level cards, and then so it just feels like we're constantly getting 2-for-1 in a way. Like we'll Allure and then put a unit down and it's not really good enough, and then we just kind of 2-for-1'd ourselves. But yet, how are you reliably triggering Evolve or getting a ton of keywords without that? Yeah, I don't know. Something to think about. I don't know if we'll play it today, but I was looking at something like this. I don't know how much more reliably it's going to trigger Evolve. It has a lot of the same cards, so my fear is it would run into some of the same problems. But at least we have a little bit more efficient removal at our disposal by being in Shadow Isles. Black Spear should work with Husks because it cares about allies dying, even if it doesn't count as slaying for whatever reason. Song of the Isles with the Husks seems like it could be good because Lifesteal and Fearsome are not on any of our units that we're regularly playing. Lifesteal is not a keyword you get from a Husk at all, and Fearsome is 1 of 10. So oftentimes you can do it, but again, this runs into the same problem as we have with Allure, where we can potentially be 2-for-1ing ourselves. Fortunately, Lifesteal is a good enough keyword that it might be fine because it buys us so much time. No Scout feels bad. Is there any way? There's no way to get Scout in these colors. Yeah, no. I guess Hothead. No, because Hothead does not... Anything that grants random keywords now cannot generate Scout, so that's not possible. And even if that was true, this is obviously not reliable. Ruinous Path felt bad based on the other one, so I'll probably just end up proactively just cutting those right now without even trying it out. And just put in a couple of these in like something else. Do we want all of those Void Blasters? We have a decent number of units. I think 2 Rite of Calling is good enough. You'll note that this deck is not running the Evolve removal spell because again, I do think it's quite bad. 3rd Black Spear might be okay. If this card feels like it's overperforming in this shell, then I could see throwing in a 3rd one. Because again, you are reliably killing allies with in dealing with those Husks. I don't know if we need that many Rite of Negation. We're not... Are we getting Spell Shield as reliably? I mean, we're getting Spell Shield from that, and then multiple Kaisa copies. Could run an actual copy of Supercharge if we felt it was necessary. Yeah. Anyway, mostly I just thought the synergies with some of these Shadow Isle cards seemed neat, so I wanted to try it. I guess instead of Preservarium, we could also run, oh god, the name is escaping me, Glimpse Beyond instead, but then that's taxing our units even more on top of things like Hate Spike, and potentially Rite of Calling and Rite of Negation if we feel like that we need to sacrifice something for those. Curious to see how Hothead feels. I definitely think turning it into a 3-3 rather than a 4-2 definitely better. Problem is granting the top champion in the deck. Like if we've already drawn a Kaisa and it's sitting in our hand, it's not doing anything. And even then, based on the 2 that are left, Rite of Calling might miss. Like it's a 50-50 chance we get the one we actually want. Could draw into it, obviously, but yeah. I'm curious to see how this one feels. I just think the concept of this card is cool, neat, and it kind of might work with this deck, so that's why it's there. Yeah, kill draw is not... Maybe not the way to go. Unless I wanted to throw more stuff in the deck that's like... fodder. And I think for this deck, unlike the other one, what we were debating, we definitely want 3 copies of Belvethi Elder to keep her around so that we can grant Kaisa a Spell Shield. Voidlings help us find the keywords we're missing, because again, this deck's not generating as many husks because we're just in. We have quite a few of them, but not as many as the other one because we're missing Allure and all that stuff. Song of the Isles is meant to be arguably a better Allure in a lot of cases, because getting lifesteal but not the +1 attack, even if we don't care about the fearsome, is actually pretty good. Does require you already have a husk on the field, of course. What else is worth? Actually, yeah, that's probably the third one. If you're still watching this recording expecting this deck to be played, I'm sorry to disappoint you. It's not the case. We're moving on to the Gwen deck next, which will be in a separate video.